Oh, this election shit is ghetto. Good lord. Like, I know other people are in other time zones and shit, but some people are still awake all night, just panicking, panicking. And at first I wasn't feeling it, but it's slowly starting to creep in the severity. It's like, oh yeah, Project 2025. Oh yeah, banning history books. Oh yeah, writing people out of. Oh yeah, the Palestine shit. Oh yeah, didn't he get impeached? Oh yeah, wasn't he at every single Diddy party and Epstein party? Didn't he really not do shit for COVID? And then he also said that people should inject bleach into their fucking veins to cure COVID. Didn't he make up bullshit about eating dogs? Didn't he fake his own shooting? Like, Jesus. And now I got some stupid motherfuckers online trying to complain. Like, Jesus, people were just like, oh, how did this happen? How did this happen? And I just said it clear as day. It's like some people just really, and some people see it as playing the victim. I don't, because it just seems like a general fact. A lot of people don't like black people, and a lot of people don't like women. And even if they say they like women, no, they don't. Because when it's the option of having a woman as a president, they were like, no. Some people did that because they have certain patriarchal beliefs that a woman should not be in charge. Some people have beliefs that black women, or how do I put this? I see why people said that shit like Love and Hip Hop and Baddies East or whatever are just like fucking CIA plants made to tarnish the image of the black community and make us stupider. I can 100% picture that because I wouldn't be shocked. Like hell, some people were saying racist ass shit like, "Oh no, I'm not trying to have a ghetto ass country. We see what happened in California. We see what happened here, there, and there." Like, they were saying shit about, like, oh, well, we see how well her little hometown is. Not very well at all. And we don't want the rest of the country that way. But some of them were straight up being like, oh, wow, I'm supposed to trust some, like, random ratchet bitch who's mixed and then, like, let her lead the country. Like, people are fucking. Oof. It's like, what can I say? Some people came from super patriarchal households and don't believe women should be in charge. Some people don't like the idea of someone who's black and a woman because that comes with a lot of intricacies. But it's like, how do I put it? There's no reason a woman, a black woman, who has worked in every single branch of government you can think of, all of them, should lose out against a fucking reality TV star who not only was impeached when he was president, but also, oh my god, like nigga, he was literally in the Oval Office, fucking, oh, excuse me, fucking taking papers and ripping that shit in half and throwing it on the ground. He was destroying government documents. He's still waiting to go to jail. He also had millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of money in debt that he owes to tons of places because guess what? Like, yeah, just because he has a golden toilet doesn't mean that he actually is made of money. It means he's a fucking idiot. Oh my god. And it's just like you saw all that shit with Russia. You saw how he handled COVID. You saw all of that. You just went, hey, the most steaming pile of like genocidal bullshit you could it's like nigga, he was partying with Diddy and Epstein. There's a million photos out there. Jesus. And you're really just like, you know what? This is who we should pick to be president. And it's like some people see him as the lesser of two evils. Why specifically? Because it's like, oh, well, the other's a woman and she's black. We won't take her seriously, and we don't think other countries will take her seriously. So let me go ahead and put in charge this guy who no one takes fucking seriously at all, who can't fucking speak. Like, ugh. That shit annoys me. Good fucking lord. I'm not tripping too hard. I'm not tripping too hard. Because, how do I put this? I'm lucky enough to live in a place where it's like, I'm pretty sure I'm still gonna have access to an abortion. Like, if I ever needed one. But at the same time, I've already been celibate for a while. Unless I get, like, explicitly paid to, like, not be celibate. Even then, like, yeah, I'm fine just pulling a Lysistrata because this one guy I was interested in, he said that he didn't vote because, oh, well, I didn't want to have to think about it. I wanted to be willfully ignorant and full of bliss. if the stakes were lower, I probably wouldn't have been too mad at that. Like if the stakes were much, much lower, but it's like, no, nigga. And then guess what? Now your state turned red. Your state turned red. Because you and a bunch of your homies, I bet, didn't go out and vote. Why? Because you wanted to stay at home drinking tons of alcohol instead. Like, nigga, you could have opened that little ballot, filled in some fucking shit, filed it, and then, like, still enjoyed the drinking and like, it's like, nigga, congratulations. Because you didn't want to think about politics for one fucking day, every bitch you know is probably gonna have her legs closed. She's not gonna be fucking or risking pregnancy, like, unless you go to a brothel and stuff. But even then, it's like, nigga, they don't, like, it's like, so how do I put this? Like, if women start pulling a Lysistrata and all of us just are like, we're gonna be celibate and none of us are fucking you and we're all gonna have chastity belts because fuck you. Like, also, they're trying to ban porn. It's like, it's so funny how that's not being talked about. It's been a thing for years. Sex workers have talked about it for years, but men don't like women's issues until it affects them. So then women being like, hey, guess what? They're trying to ban OnlyFans. They're trying to, like, ban all these websites where you get your rocks off, because credit card companies have ties to Christian companies, which have ties to Republican funders with big money who are trying to basically be like, hey, no more porn should exist. They're also trying to get rid of contraceptives of all kinds. So simple, or like most kinds. So it's like, hey, if you like fucking Plan B, and if you like the idea of your side bitch not keeping the baby, or like, how do I put this? It's like, congratulations, you have the option of either being a baby father, which is stupid, or like, yeah, it's like, just it infuriates me. So yeah, you niggas couldn't fucking think about yourselves or the people around you for just one fucking day because you wanted to be selfish, as if you're not selfish every other fucking day. Like, really? Like, I didn't even spend that much time being invested in politics this year, but I still kept an ear out, and I still know enough about, oh, I don't want this, I don't want that. I would suck if Project 2025 happened. It would suck if, like, California made slavery legal. It would suck if rent control did not get, like, supported in this area and that area. But no! And now we got an all red Senate, all red Congress, fucking orange president. How do we get someone impeached and then now they're president again? Jesus, the last 4 years flew by way too fast. Anyway, thank God I got a passport, because I don't know what the fuck is gonna happen. It's like, I don't know what's gonna happen. Anyway, I'm kind of debating on if I want to go online and call a bunch of people very, very, very bad words. I'm probably gonna do that. That's my favorite thing to do when people get stupid. Funny enough, I was gonna be on here and make a simple video. I was just gonna talk about something like, oh, I hate when dudes take me on dates to restaurants and then they sit there in my face and they don't order anything but I order stuff, and then I just feel unnecessarily like big backed, or just like I'm eating and like, I was gonna talk about that. I'll probably make that video later. But no, it's so serious because it's like, hey, if you're one of those dudes who's like, oh, I'm not political, oh, voting doesn't matter, it's like, voting matters, you fucking idiot, because it was still a relatively good difference between the chances of women's rights. And just, ugh, dude. If you're gonna be one of the, like, yeah, congratulations, it affects you too. And I hate that there's people out there who are like, I'm not gonna vote, I'm not gonna do this, it won't affect me. It doesn't matter, because it's like, well, it's going to one way or another, because then you're going to be like, oh, what the fuck? Why can't I buy little condoms for that little situationship I'm leading on with the fucking 3 out of 10 face and the 11 out of 10 body? Oh, it's because, one, your situationship can't get an abortion, so she doesn't want to risk having sex with someone who's not going to, like, be there for her, provide for her, or marry for her. Or if suddenly there's stupid ass laws in place, like, how do I put this? I wouldn't be shocked if some stupid ass laws come into place that'll make y'all wish that we were still in the, like, how do I put this? Some people complain about OnlyFans girls minding their fucking business and getting their dollar and shit. But let me guess, you're gonna complain when it's gonna eventually be like, hell yeah, all women need to cover the fuck up and none of them can be promiscuous whores anymore. And then you're gonna be so upset because then you'll forget, oh wait, no, I like promiscuous whores.
what? But I can't watch big thick booty Latina porn anymore. And it's like, yeah, because you kind of voted for deportation. Sorry, is that fucked up to say? Well, I don't really care because it's like it's a fucking thing. Not to say that every single thick Latina is gonna get deported, but you know. Also, hell, it's not even just gonna affect Mexican people anymore. It affects fucking everybody. So there'll be stupid people who were like, ah, I'm an immigrant, and I like immigrated to this country ages before. But you know what? We should get rid of illegal immigrants like the Mexicans. And then guess what? Then they put in a law that says actually fuck all of the immigrants, get them all out of here. And then guess what? Then you'll be like, oh shit, I have family members from Nigeria that are still waiting on their green card, but they've settled into this country already. Oh fuck. And it's like, yeah, nigga, maybe don't vote for the lions eating faces party if you don't want the lions to eat your face too. But the thing is, compared to 2016, some people took a chance on this nigga. It's just wild to know that 4 years later, no, however many fucking years later, you know, I can't do math right now. It's 5 a.m. I'm tired and I'm on my period and stuff. But simply put, but like I'm smart enough to know that about 8 years later, people are like, you know what? This the lions eating our faces party. They ate my face pretty bad, but they ate other people's face worse, and that's more important. So I'm sure if I vote for them this time around, they won't eat my face again. They'll just eat the people's faces that deserve it, in my opinion. Yeah. But fuck, and then they'll be like, yeah, as long as it's not the black woman, like I'm sure even the most like some of the most liberal households you could think of, I'm sure the dude was secretly thinking, why would I vote for Kamala? Because it's like, yeah, she's a woman for one. It's like, yeah, what's next? My daughter's gonna fucking think that she doesn't need a man in her life or that she can just do shit on her own and be a strong, independent woman. Fuck that shit. She needs to be under my thumb because I'm supposed to be the man. It's my ego, me, ha. And also, and then, like, just thinking that women can't handle their roles seriously and stuff. Believe it or not, women can control themselves easily. Like, just because I fucked up on math a second ago because I'm half asleep making this video and extremely tired and slightly on my period, so also distracted from my cramps, it doesn't mean that fucking Kamala, however her name is, Kamala Harris, it doesn't mean that she's gonna fuck it up because nah, if this entire time she's actually done a pretty good job of having a seamless campaign. The only time I think she screwed the pooch was when she was like, I'm gonna get Megan Thee Stallion to like twerk on stage in Texas. It's like it's like I think that was a terrible idea. It's like there's other songs she could have used that, and also maybe just shaking ass at a presidential election. I don't fuck with that. Then again, Bernie Sanders had fucking Big Ben. Who's that guy again? Everything Papa No Propaganda. Tropicana Go York Bandana. Who's that guy again? It's not Young Thug. It's not YG. It's on the tip of my tongue. Yeah, 2 Chainz. My color of lemonade. I'm drunk and high at the same time, drinking airplanes on a band-aid. Yeah, I like how it takes me remembering that lyric for me to remember 2 Chainz' name. And that's not even the right lyric. But yeah, 2 Chainz. 2 Chainz was that fucking Bernie Sanders fucking promotional campaign. Oh my god. But yeah, I expect. So, like, I'm not gonna hold a double standard because we thought that was funny with him, but it's like at the same time, I don't think that's a risk she should have taken at all. Like, she could have had Megan represent, but been like, no, shaking him the ass and make it like use the songs that are actually more serious and stuff. Like, you know, like Jesus, the Traumazine album would have been great for that. Or Good News, you know. Even the song Plan B, as she talks about, like, reproductive rights. But that annoys me. It annoys me that a bunch of people just shot themselves, in, not even in the foot, just in the fucking foot, the kneecap, the thigh, the dick, the balls, like anywhere you can picture being shot, people shot themselves tonight. Just Jesus. It's like, oh my god. What a fucking stupid, stupid, stupid world. But there's been propaganda going on for years in a lot of departments about trans rights, about LGBT rights, about fucking women, and about black people specifically. Like I said, like, oh my god, the amount of racist bullshit that has like enhanced over the last 8 fucking years. Like, it was already racist before, but I felt like it was kind of winding down in some areas, and then it just went whoop with a comeback because people, yeah, Jesus. Like, it started off small. Then again, that's why people talk about the online culture of like how young teenage boys are kind of being transitioned into a white supremacy mindset, because 1 second it's just like dank memes that are a little bit edgy and problematic and kind of racist. The next thing you know, it is just like openly racist as fuck memes. Then the next thing you know, you're defending PewDiePie saying the n-word with the hard R just because they got angry at a video game. Then the next thing you know, it's like, oh, it's just Xbox words. Hell, we should be like iDubbbz and say slurs all the fucking time, endlessly. And then it's just like, and it's a fucking. There's a lot that goes into it. This shit is so dumb, dude. Anyway, I don't know how to feel about any of this. I don't know. Debating on if I want to spare my energy trying to talk to people online who are trying to be like, oh, you're just playing the victim. Just because people don't agree with you doesn't make us evil. And it's like I had to tell a nigga, boo hoo, nigga. Just I said, I didn't say any of that shit. All I said was that it's like some people have patriarchal households and know that voting for Trump would uphold a certain like image or like status quo. So if you believe more in patriarchy and like if you want to still be seen as leader of the house, you don't want to be led by a woman or whatever, that's what you would do. Like, Jesus Christ, it's so funny. People act like Kamala's so bad. She's a pretty terrible person herself. I was still gonna be scared even under her reign. But Jesus, dude. Oh my god. Like, we really have a dude who has his dead wife's fucking grave on his golf course for a tax write off in charge. Again. For a second fucking time. Mm. Anyway. But yeah, it's like, don't complain if no one's fucking anymore, because it's like, yeah, like Jesus. Because some of y'all put up this amazing act, acting like you were so progressive, then went to the voting booths, looked over your shoulder, and voted for Trump, knowing damn well all the bullshit he put a million people that you know and allegedly loved through a bunch of fucking pain. Or even people you haven't met yet. And you just want to sit there and be like, oh, I'm not political. Oh, you fucking idiot. Nah. Because it's like, but like, even if you don't want to talk about women's rights or racial rights or LGBT rights, let's talk about like banning fucking books. Let's talk about like the tariffs that are going to fuck up the economy. Like, Jesus. Like, let's talk about all the shit with Putin. Like, what the fuck is that? Like, nigga is literally going to like, he literally has so many crimes under his records. And then it's so ironic that now people want to get online and be like, "Oh, you're being so immature, boo-hoo, fuck you." It's like, no, nigga. It's like, because it's like now they're being like, we're not evil just because we voted for Trump. You're definitely fucking brain dead, for one. And number two, I'd say you're even worse than evil. You're like, I always tell people, if someone is so stupid that they do shit that looks evil, then they're worse than someone who's like choosing to be evil, because at least someone who's choosing to be evil will admit that will probably at the very least admit that to an extent the shit they did is pretty fucked up. Like, to an extent they'll probably confess that to you, but they won't care. Like, someone who's stupid and then evil, and then you can educate them on how what they did was evil, and then they'll be like, oh, nah, and then they'll do it a million times over but claim that it's not the same as being normal evil because they're so-called doing it non-maliciously. They're doing malicious shit non-maliciously. So they'll act like it's different. Like, I guess a good example is like if an evil man walks into your house and shoots you in the gut. Like, and then he's like, ha, cause fuck you. I just felt like it. That's evil. But if someone is like, yippee,
A gun. It doesn't have its safety on and it has bullets. I wonder if it works. And then they point it at you and then shoot, fire it, and then they hit you in your gut. And then you say, ow, man, what the fuck? And they say, oh, oops, my bad. Well, why are you mad at me? I didn't know. I didn't know. And it's like common sense would have been like, yeah, but you don't fucking do that. And then you're like, hey, you should at the very least call the ambulance or help me apologize or like apologize. And instead they're like, but I kind of want to see if this would happen again. And then they shoot you in the gut like 3 more times. And then it's like, then they say, I'm not evil. Oh my God. Why do you keep calling me evil? I'm just a little stupid. And then they shoot you 5 more times. But then, like, it's like, yeah, nigga, you're worse than evil because it's like, you're just not even good at hiding it. Because it's like you're the same evil, but like embarrassing about it. Anyway, I think I'm gonna go call people bad words on the internet. So, yeah, I'm just saying, if people like if ladies start shedding their fucking legs because of this, because it's like we don't want to risk getting like how do I put this? Congratulations, I think we finally solved the issue of situationships. We have finally resolved it because now it's like cool. Do you really want that man who doesn't text you back and is gonna be fucking the shit out of you, but then mistreating you? Yeah, you don't want to go raw with that nigga. You don't want to fuck that nigga, period. Condoms involved or not. Because if that condom doesn't work, hell, I was the result of a condom not working. Jesus Christ. Let's just say, then, like, he's gonna accuse you of baby trapping him whole time. The sperm chased the egg in the first place. He's the one that got you pregnant. Like, and you can't get an abortion even if you wanted to because he didn't vote for abortion. But no, he'll just blame you and abandon you and leave you with the baby. Or worst case scenario, you have a shotgun wedding and you're stuck with a terrible person for an extremely long fucking time. Oh my god. And I imagine laws surrounding like childbirth, childcare, healthcare, for-profit healthcare especially. And ugh, like let me guess, they're gonna be like, ooh, taking meds during pregnancy is no longer allowed. It's a sin against God. Like, let me guess, it's gonna be that. Jesus. Bye.